Welcome on this glorious and amazing day. So happy, so nice to be back in the Catskill Mountains for the next 5 months till it gets chilly, and back to Jacksonville, Florida to continue there for 7 months. Is sports a cult? What went through my mind a while ago that it is. I kept things quiet to myself until recently. Someone said, I have a problem. My problem is I follow a certain team, and when they win, I go so high. I become so happy. I'm just on top of the world. But when they lose, and that happens quite often, it just brings me down. What could I do about it? I told this young man, I will record because I think this is a nice topic. So I might as well take a break from my other topics. This is directly connected to psychology. How in the world do you claim that it's a cult or like a cult? I never said it's a cult. It's like a cult, because we won't get into the details, the difference of a cult or like a cult. Although this morning before I recorded, I just Googled around. I said, let me see what people, I threw in the word cult, and I was shocked to see how many people do call it a cult. But I'm going to stay away from calling it a cult versus it has a lot of cult-like parts to it. But there's something deeper that I want to discuss in this beautiful short series. And this will take critical thinking. And the reason why it takes critical thinking, because if 5% or 1% of Americans do something, so if it be 1%, it'll be over 30,000. And I say, I don't think what they're doing is good. And I explain it. Maybe I could convince you. Maybe I could convince you. But if close to 70% of Americans watch sports, and out of those 70%, let's say 50 or 60 are real sincere fans, how dare you, little guy there, which is myself, and I am little, very little, because I came here without my control, and I will leave planet Earth with my control, and I will rot in the ground like the rest of meat that does rot, matter, once my soul continues. So how could I not be little? How do you say you don't have 70%? What are you talking about? That's way over 200,000 people are doing something that's emotionally, mentally, spiritually unhealthy. That's where critical thinking comes in. So in this clip, we will not talk about sport, but I will give you the precept that's so important in order for you to be able to listen to the rest of the series. Because if you will not do it, I would say 99% of you will not even listen to me. Because as I said, it's very hard when the masses do something and someone says, they're making a big mistake. Wait, but I know this billionaire and this big business person and this big doctor and therapist. They're all watching sports and they have their favorite team. So who are you to say that this is something that's no good? I, first of all, will not say it's not good. I will go into a very interesting conversation with perhaps a different perspective. And from that perspective, you go, holy moly. But there must be this precept that I must introduce, explain, before we get onto this fascinating conversation. And I believe many of you that are truth seekers will actually love it, because following a different type of sport that they're guaranteed to win each and every time, you will love, you will connect, and you will join, and it's actually emotionally, mentally, and spiritually healthy. See you next week, and I will present the precept, and then we'll dive straight into it. Thanks for listening. If you liked any of these videos, press the like, because it helps me to spread the word, and you could be part. If you could help anyone else, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. But the main thing is, if you don't do the other two, this one you have no choice. You don't. So remember that you are way greater than you think you are.